Hello, always Dizzy here. Going to start with puzzle streak of 41, as I always do before I play any games. A little bit of a later stream tonight. I should stream earlier, but I'm busy, and today was a very busy day. Hello, Mimzovic, not the first person in the stream today. Tortoise Gaming beat you by a split of a second. If only you didn't type so many characters. Okay, so I'm going to start at the 1 minute mark here. I forget what my time was yesterday. I don't think it was terrible. I think it was pretty good, actually. Okay, so we have a fork, mate in two. Can I not take the queen? I don't think he's mating me, or is he? That is actually scary. So yeah, so takes check. Yeah, maybe we're okay. Geometry. Fork. Okay, I remember what I did yesterday. I minimized chat. And then I did fine. I always blame chat. I never hold myself accountable. I am white. I thought I was black. I'm white, so mate in two. Sure. I wasn't expecting that king move. Yeah, the weird sound I made, but okay. I'm gonna try to focus. It's hard though when I see chat scrolling. It's hard to stay focused. And that's my problem. It's not your problem. So because I try to strike a balance of try to talk to the chat and be somewhat entertaining, and well, trying to get the job done. You did a puzzle streak on the car ride. Were you driving? No, you're too young to drive. By the 20s, your highest was 38. 38's good. Okay. So check. I mean, do we need to calculate this? Okay. There's check and then check. I don't know if that's enough. I don't know if that's enough. Check. Gonna look at this one with the engine after. Yeah, and then we take the pawn, and then I guess that's enough. Still work, though. Still work. Hello, Vivek. The board seems different. Yeah, it seemed like it shrunk, right? It seems smaller. But maybe it's... I don't think it is smaller. Okay, sorry. Moving on here. Push. If he comes in here, we push. You would think everything is good. This is my natural square that I would want to go to. But then this might be a problem. No, because still, right? Check. Yeah, take. Then he can come here. Yeah. So that was important. Check. Check. Mate. What a weird situation. You know, I have a Discord server. Just saying. Just saying. Okay. B5. So you would think we would take. Yeah, I do. So what is not good about this? Because I can then go check. And he has to allow such things. Okay, equal material. Yeah, the thing is, I was, it's dead as well, though. It's dead as well. And I don't have time to be active in it. I'm really quite busy. And I'm dizzy. There is a video that talks completely about it. Gen X. I'm not Gen X, son. Okay, let me focus. I'm going to minimize chat. I want to get this done. Okay, so if I give a check here, then I can get my rook in. And I'm happy about that. So that's actually what I'm going to do. How much easier it is when I have chat disabled. We are black. This ain't moving anywhere. This is check. And by the powers that be, that should just work. Okay, this should be winning a queen. Quick blunder check. I don't see the issue. Moving on. Boom. How does he stop mate? I don't see how he stops mate. This is still mate. We are black. Equal material. There's a check here. There's a check here. There's a check here. There's a check here. Everywhere, check, check. What about this? I think his queen is trapped. Rook h4 looking good. Okay, almost have a deflection. How about a check? All right, he has to go to f6. And then checkmate. Okay. I see some geometry. There's check and then queen h5. What about queen h5 right away? They both look good. Why would this not work? Maybe because of king h8. Although queen h5 still looks good there. King h8, queen h5. Maybe there's g6. No, because I'm still taking check. They both seem to work. I would prefer queen h5, but... Oh, there's f5 maybe. Queen h5, f5, of course. Yeah, so we have to start this way. Whoa, freaking schmookin'. Opening up chat now. What did I miss here? Oh, because it's only a pawn, right? Oh, right. It's only a pawn. Whoopsie doodle. Yeah, but what did I think he had? I thought he had f5 here. Wow, bishop f5? That's not obvious. I feel this, I'm kind of bamboozled by this one. Is this an obvious move? And then we have that. Okay, I don't hate it, but a little tricky, that one. Okay, have to start over. Again, I do have chat open. Get the queen in. Where's the mate? Is this mate? Aren't they both mate? They're both mate. We have a check. And then we could get, then we win a rook for the knight. This should be a mate. Here. Okay, so take this. And then I go here. Am I quick enough? Yeah, I think I am. Ooh, tricky. I think we have to go here. Oh, God. Okay, maybe I should have thought about that some more. Yeah, my logic was that the pawn has to move anyways. And I didn't want my king giving him f1. So I'm very confused about this one. How is this better? I guess because we can move the king. Oh, really? That's really bizarre to me. Wait, no, this is... Yeah, this is bizarre to me. I'm trying to understand this. Whoops. I'm trying to understand this. Mimzovich just had a stroke. Yeah, it's weird to me that this is like faster. I'm I'm just having trouble. Yeah, there's seriously, it's completely dead, the Discord channel. There's one guy who sometimes talks with me there. He's 2,000 over the board. I'm just visually like just have trouble. Yeah, because we can get to G2 is the point. Wow, this is really messing my head. This is really messing my head. I'm getting old because. Sorry, yeah. So right here. Because you would think, because the pawn didn't come here, but maybe the point is if we go to G4, it's going to be one square whether his pawn is on H4 or H5, right? But the difference is if it's on H4, then we can come here. That's why I'm kind of confused, right? Because if we spend a move pushing the pawn, we also spend a move less having to get the king to G3. Right? That's why I'm confused, because here he can push. Right? But we still get to G3 when we do that. I don't know why. It's really, hello Sudeep. It's just really confusing me. Yeah, it's just, I can look at this 100 times and I'm going to be confused every time. See, I understand it if he moves the king in. Oh, sorry, it's our turn. I mean, sorry, here. If he moves the king in, but if he pushes, you would think I would be better. I don't know. I can't wrap my head around this. Oh, maybe it's because white is spending a move to play H5. I'm still kind of confused. Whoops, I hit the wrong button. I got it. Okay, anyways, I'm going to start over. I don't like that I'm still confused about that. Sorry. Not doing well. I'm already 17 minutes in. Okay. Did that not confuse anybody else? Can somebody explain that ending one that I got wrong? I'm really not understanding it. A lot of great patterns in this batch so far. Himit, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I understand that concept. We have to cover G2, but if you move your pawn first, you lose time to. But it doesn't feel like I lose time because otherwise he can play H5. That's why I'm so confused, because otherwise he plays H5. Okay, so we have check. We win the exchange. That's probably good enough. Push here. Take it. Black. And okay, so check, and then we win the queen. Mate. Take check, take the knight. Take. Here's this check. But then his rook is under attack. I can just go king f8. Don't take with the bishop because of the pin. Well, now his bishop can't move. And then I take, and then these will self-protect. That was a weird move there. Check, and then take the queen. I'm up a piece. Some weird moves here. Check. And then we have a fork. Zigzag. Already 26? Yeah, only 22 minutes in. Checkmate. When the queen, they gave us 2 of these today. Check. We might be able to build an Anastasia's mate here. Okay, yeah, let's look at this first. And if king f1, no, that doesn't look like anything. This one is interesting. Okay, so check. Yeah. It is like an Anastasia's mate. There's nothing he can do. Well, we have a check here, and then we can take the knight. Yeah, same thing here. Take. Isn't it that simple? It seems too simple. Oh, there's knight e3, but then I take here. Should be this simple. We are white. Check with tempo. That's protected. Good thing I double checked on that one. No pun intended. There's a fork. So we start with the check. And then we fork. Because if I fork first, he's already up the exchange. Well, no, then I can keep the knight. Maybe this makes more sense. But he takes my queen, right? So that doesn't make sense. Yeah, so it's probably the check. And then knight e2. He has no checks of his own, nor ways to attack my queen. Yeah, so we take here. He has a check now, but it's not a big deal. Okay, king and pawn ending. e5 gives me d5 rather. Breaks up his pawns. If he takes... Ooh, that is freaking quick, though. That is freaking quick. So we need to be faster. Breakthrough. I think it's f5. Right? Because then this guy runs. If he like brings in the king, I mean, he can't do anything. It has to be f5. I'll gladly be wrong if this is wrong. Like, yeah, so we just take, I think. That was a nice, simple puzzle. I like that one. I think we have this. We are white. When I'm focused, I can be decent. Can I get away with this? Probably not. He's got king h7. So what about check? Okay, so check, king h7. Check again. Yeah, so we create this cage. Then g6. He can't go to the back rank because of mate. He has to go back to h6, and then he's not stopping mate here. Nice. We have a check here. Probably want to take that way. King h8, I get another pawn. But he can take with the queen, and we're not up material there. Oh, I can take this rook though. So check if he takes right away. Take, check. We're should be still tight. Still very tight. But yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do, and then check. Don't love the puzzle because that feels like that's still a game. We win the rook because of check, take, check, and then we take here. I like how quickly I saw that. We are black. We're down a piece. There's a fork. Not a fork. It's a pawn. Excuse me. I keep looking at this. So he moves the queen somewhere. And is this indirectly defended? Because I now have a discovery against his queen. So I could do something like that, but that doesn't seem like enough. Oh my god, I didn't even see this battery. Oh my god. I was just looking at this queen. Okay, well, you'd think this would... maybe I can't even do anything there. You'd think I would be able to, though. Maybe I can take on f2. Right, king f2, queen g3. I don't know, king f1. Really, we have nothing? Huh. I don't see it. Yeah, I think it's just I think it's taking on c3 and then queen b7. No, maybe not. Queen c3, and then I was going to say like knight b4. But... Anyone figured this one out yet? Don't tell me the answer. But I'm curious if you guys figured this one out. Oh, excuse me. Very tiring day. Could it be this complicated? Could I go knight c3, queen b3, and then take on e4? d4, right? If he takes here, then we have check, king f1, and then this is mate. That is so complicated, though, honestly. This should be like 2400 rated puzzle, if that's the solution. And that's assuming queen b3, right? He may just take on a6. Maybe I still take here. I don't know, because I'm down a piece. I mean, if that's the solution, that's insane. There's a lot to account for here after knight c3. As I say, his queen could just like move elsewhere. And then we take on take here. Well, this doesn't. No, I think the move that probably makes the most sense is he takes on a6, right? Then we take on e4. I don't know, bishop b2. But then we're coming in, and both of my knights cover this flight square. I'm going to play this, but I think this is, if this is correct, completely underrated. Yeah. So, okay, I want to look at the other lines. So yeah, so like queen a6, yeah, we take here, and then, you know, if he moves somewhere else, we take here. I don't know. I feel this is underrated. I'm downvoting it just because that was tough. Okay, we're down the exchange and a pawn. We're up. We have a pawn for the. We have a pawn for the exchange. I think that's how you say it. There's a fork here, which looks very good. And I think I will play it. I don't think it's more complicated than that yet. Okay, that's kind of annoying. Can I take and survive? I can, but am I thriving? Because he's gobbling up everything. So is there a better way? Probably not. I don't see a better solution here. Yeah, I am going to take the rook. I don't see how there's a better solution. The only difference is we can put his king on g8. But I'm going to take the rook. I'm scared. I don't like this puzzle. Because he's eating a lot of pawns. Oh, he can't take. These are indirectly defended. Okay. Makes it a bit better. Yeah. 39. We are black. Moving up the board. This seems suspicious. Oh, I can take a rook. Yeah, it's just going to be boom, 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 boom. Everything down the c file. He does have a check. And that check is important. It's actually extremely important. So this check, but then I can just come and block. Yeah, so never mind. So takes, and then yeah, just check, and then I'm taking everything down here. Last one. Look at the forcing move first. Okay, so check. And then mate in 2. It's just a mate in 2. Weird. Why are they giving us a freebie? Why do we get the freebie? Okay, I'm done. I'll get one wrong on purpose now. Okay, not actually too bad. 39 minutes. I mean, okay, yeah, it's not good. It's a bit bad, but considering how bad my start was, could have been worse. So I'll take it. I'm going to play a game now, even though I'm burned out. Time for game. I won all 3 games yesterday. I would like to keep that tradition alive. This is a new account. Newish. I won't be too harsh. It's 5 months old. Okay, we're white, and we have a Rui Lopez, the classical edition. And it's been so long. I'm so rusty. So rusty. I don't know why everyone forgets they're here. Everybody forgets they're in move 5. even this is like, okay. This is not a common line. I always forget. For some reason, I think it's bishop c6. But that can't be right. But that's my instinct. And then d4. No, then he takes... My instinct is take on c6. What about queen g4? Doesn't seem right. I mean, I don't know. This is my instinct. Everything is telling me... Well, no. It's like my memory is telling me this for some reason. But my brain says, like, doesn't seem that good. Yeah, but queen g4 is indeed interesting. So d6. I guess I take here on g7. Rook f8 is mate. No, it's not mate. Yeah, then we're taking here, winning a piece. Queen g4 seems like it shouldn't work. Maybe queen e7 is the problem. Or no, is it? I can still... Yeah, well... Yeah, I can still... No, then he has queen e5. Yeah, but still, queen g4, queen e7 is still kind of complicated. Maybe I take, and there's f6 though, and then rook e1. Yeah, very complicated. I don't know. Queen g4. That can't be right. It seems like it's right though. There's queen f3. We could do something like that. Queen f3, again, queen e7. How come I'm the one that can't remember theory here? But this is not so common. I really feel this is the move. Maybe queen e2. Can I play queen e2? No, yeah, can I? Queen e2, castles, takes, rook e8. Okay, let's try queen e2. Oh, my memory. f5. Okay, so this seems like it might have been correct because of how quickly he played this. So queen h5. I sense that there could be a problem here after knight g3. I've had related issues before. But what? I mean, it should be good. I must be tripping here. Yeah, f5 I think was definitely a blunder. I don't know if queen e2 is right, but okay. Oh, it's knight f6. Yeah, shit. I told you there was a trap here. Or do I have queen? No, I have queen e2. Knight f6, I have queen e2, I think. Okay. Yeah, I even played a tournament game against, oh, what was his name? He has a brother. He has a younger brother. Okay. I could simplify here. I am up what am I up? I'm only up the exchange. Feels like more. Hard to believe. I don't think I want to trade queens here. So I think I want to give a check. He might have king f6. And I could go b3. Does he beat me to the punch? Maybe d3. His knight comes back and... Oh, he can't even go there. Okay, let's go d3. And maybe he'll go to d6. But then I can take... There's a trap here. I win his queen. Do you see the tactic? It's a... Oh, it doesn't quite work. No, it does work. It works in a different way. Yeah, so we take... And then we have check. We win the queen. This is why we do the puzzles, boys and girls. This is why we do the puzzles. I mean, we're already winning, though. It's easy to say that. Okay. But I don't like the fact that my memory was failing me after knight takes e4. Oh, he moved? Did he move? What did he do? Knight f7. Okay, well, we just returned the bishop to whence it came. Actually, I can come in here, maybe. So let's do that. And at this point, we are now up a full rook and a pawn. We're up a rook and a pawn. And his king is naked. The emperor has no clothes. Where did chat go? Chat died. Okay, I might have a deflection at the end here. Takes, and then check. I'm seeing all the tactics today. Look at that. Look at all these tactics. Actually, it doesn't. He's got this still. But then we got this. I'm seeing all the tactics today. I'm on a fire. This is why we do the puzzles. This is why we do the puzzles. Okay. Yikes. No, please don't suggest any moves or any hints. Yeah, once I can no longer play it, then you can say it. Yeah. Or, so the best you can do is say something like, oh, I see. Or don't even say that, because then just say, yeah, wait until after I can't play it. Okay, so looking at this again. And we brought this guy back to 2000 land. Feels good. No 2100 for you. Okay, so. Oh, wait, I wasn't winning the queen? Where? G5? Yeah, sure it was. What are you talking about? I forget when it was. Oh, around here? No. Where? What are you talking about, G5? After bishop takes C6? Yeah, I've got queen H4. I win the queen. How does that not win the queen? Right? So he takes the bishop, I have queen H4. I win the queen. This is a queen. We take it, thus winning the queen. G5, we have a little thing here called a bishop or a queen. Two pieces converge on G5. Give me some credit. I know I suck. But give me some credit. Okay. Yeah, so going into the game. Yeah, so this is not so common. And then I burned like 3 minutes trying to remember. Because I think this is actually a playable move. I think this is totally fine. I think it's one of the playable moves for black. Obviously, you don't want to go rook e1 because of f2. And I think you can go either queen e1 or queen e2 here. But who wants to play queen e1? That looks ridiculous, right? So played queen e2 after a very long think. Thank you, Himmet. And then I think f5 is... I think he might still be okay here. I think this is still theory, but f5 looks completely wrong. I think it's... I don't even know. It might be... I don't even know. Is it queen e7? It could be queen e7, maybe. Maybe d5. Maybe even bringing the knight back, but it surely can't be f5. Yeah, this just has to be winning here. But I like how I continued it, too. First of all, not simplifying. Old me would have simplified. After queen f3. Why would I play queen f3 and then queen e2? Huh? I mean, my moves were natural, but still here, seeing this little tactic. And so we... I forget why I wanted to take this, so... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, because after check, he recaptures. So I wanted to take away that defending knight. Okay, but Vivek, you say after queen f3? Like, you mean here? What do you mean queen f3 and queen e2? What's the point of that? I don't understand. Okay, I'm going to look at that with the engine. I don't think I made a mistake. We will see. Yeah, perfect game. It should say 100% accuracy. Although maybe knight g6 wasn't optimal. That can't be right. What happens if... Yeah, I don't know what you're saying, Vivek. Why would I play queen f3 and then queen e2? Does anyone... I don't understand what Vivek is saying. Queen... You want me to go queen f3 and then queen e2? I don't understand. I honestly don't understand what you're asking. Okay, so... Yeah, queen e2 is... Actually, that's the lead chess database. Yeah, but it's the main line. But queen e1 is a move too, and I don't know why. Maybe... I don't know. I have no idea what this queen e1 is about. What's the point of queen e1? What is the point? So knight takes e5. I'd have to look deeper. I don't understand the queen e1 move. Yeah, so this just loses on the spot. So he needed to take e5 here. And it looks like we can play d4 or queen e4. I really don't understand queen e1. And then it's actually not bad for black, which is, yeah, I thought this was one of the main lines. Black has a lot of different moves that can be played here. I just kind of forgot this one. Now I'm happy I remembered queen e2 though after almost a 4-minute think. Yeah, I spent 3 minutes and 40 seconds here. And okay, I guess I did play queen e2 in the past, but okay, I'm gonna play another game. The super pig. 4 months old. I'll play him. I don't like the 4 months old account though. Okay. I wrote good luck. My opponent wrote bad luck. Must be a kid. Now, I think you can try to be greedy here with d6, hoping for e5, but this is a bit annoying. So let's not get fancy. And I'm going to take unprovoked. Now, sometimes you don't want to allow d5. Here, I think it's okay. And since he didn't fianchetto, I shall fianchetto. Even though, but this is always a pain in the ass. So is queen b3. These are pain in the ass moves. It's fine for black, but they're pain. I find them a pain in the ass because they are. Okay, and we shall go here. And then d6, queen e8. I have to be careful though. So d6 is c5. A move. Almost. Okay, we're going to play d6. Oh shit, was this... He might have had d5 there. Okay, so now that we're like in a Nimzo. Do I play it over the board? I guess you'll find out when you kick my ass. Okay, we go here. Oh, he's playing very well. And he only spent 30 seconds. Okay, so what do we do? If I avoid it, we're losing f5, right? I could potentially play h6. Potentially. Later on, the queen could go into the light squares, so I'm a little concerned about that. Okay, let's play this first. Otherwise, I think I was playing queen e8. Okay, so now we have f5 defended, but then he's got f4. Ay. Now he's got f4. I don't know. I think this guy's going to beat me. He's playing too quick. Okay. Well, it's either that or taking with the rook. f4. Yeah, could I take here? I mean, I could. Okay, I'll take with the queen. f4 is a pain in the ass. This guy's a pain in the ass. I don't know what I'm doing about f4. No clue. Okay. Well, hang on a second. What was my last move? Oh, yeah. Okay, well, I guess I want to take it. I'm glad he didn't play f4 because, I mean, he can play it now, but that really would have been annoying. So do I want the E file? This knight can't come in. So I could go here just to give my knight a square. Pushing is actually interesting. Then he can't play f4 anymore. But then I'm giving him this. So let's cover that first. Yeah, cover e4. I forgot about this. I don't know if there was much I could have done anyways. So knight c5, we could also come in here. Both are interesting, right? Then we've got this square too, e3. They both look interesting. So he could do a number of things. Where does this bishop come in later? Yeah, I could maybe do that. Okay, let's come in here. This is, oh God, is this natural though? But yeah, we're going to go here because we can play out against these Nimzo pawns if he's not careful, right? I mean, it could happen. Like, for example, if he goes knight b3. But yeah, okay. So we can get the bishop. I could obviously trade here. I could take the bishop and then start doubling on the e file. I could do nothing. I could start doubling on the e file immediately, which is not the worst idea. Rook e1. Check. Then we win a pawn, but then this falls. Okay, maybe I go here. Is this? No. Okay, so maybe I have bishop a6, force this. Okay, we're going to go for this then. Queen e2. There is queen e2. Okay. You know, honestly, taking with a pawn is interesting. It requires a lot of bravery or stupidity. Because I was originally going to go with the rook. But I can't, it's not easy to get stuff going. This is very, like, this could just be ridiculously stupid. I'm going to play it. And I might regret this. But my logic is, or at least part of it, in the Dutch, this is one of the main ideas. You put a pawn on e5, pair it with the f5 pawn, and then you go. Okay, so I just lost a pawn here. Is this a move? I think it is. I think I won a pawn. I won. No, I didn't win. He just takes it. What am I smoking? Okay. Okay, so I screwed up. Yeah. Okay, well, maybe it was too much. Maybe this was too much. I could have just played simpler. I had a good position. Okay, I get a pawn back. Or do I? No, he's covering that. Okay. Push. No. I either want rook fe1 or I want hello crazy run fat or I want to push. Bing, bang, boom. No, I'm more worried about this type of deal. Okay, I'm pushing. Too bad. I had a good position. I got a little fancy. Okay, I don't care about pawns so much. I care about checkmate. I don't think he should have allowed this. Why didn't he play f3 last move? Why did he allow this? But I got needlessly fancy. Okay, well, is this not just winning now? This is just game over now. What did he do? Okay, I guess he can still play here. But this looks winning. How did he blunder? Okay, so he has to lose the queen now. I'm not going to spend more time on that. I mean, it's still okay. He's got a lot of pawns though. It still work. Because I have no pawns, so still work. Still work. And I have no time, I just realized. Okay, no talking now. This is still a lot of work. I never should have went for this pawn. I could have went for a kill box. Or, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I should have went for the pawn, but maybe I should have went for mate. Okay, but I think I did a good job of simplifying here. That got a little hairy. At least I recognized it was work so that I didn't get complacent. That was important. Still work. Still work. Don't get. I'm still getting complacent. Okay, get in the key. Get in there. Oh fuck me. Okay. Whoops. Okay. Just jump into the next game. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. When you get old, your brain deteriorates. Kiro Khan? This is a brand new account, by the way. To be fair, before he blundered his queen, like I don't think I was any better. I forget already. It was only once he blundered his queen. Okay, I need to not get so low on the clock, but it was an interesting opening. I couldn't help myself. Okay, what's he doing here? What's he thinking about? What is he thinking about? There's nothing to think about here. This is weird. Okay, this is all very common mainline theory. Okay, now he's picking up. Okay, now he's picking up pace here a little bit. Okay. Okay. Bishop d6 or castles? And and then there's, I mean, white can basically play anything. You can play rook h4, you can play c4, you can play g3. I'm going to play g4. And then I think it's castling, queenside. I had this same position not too long ago, like a few days ago. And g3, yeah, I was just looking at this exact position, or it might even be king b1 first, doesn't hurt. Well, let's play king b1 because you can't go wrong with king b1. Yeah, I'm trying to remember one of the ideas. Oh, one of the ideas is c4 and then something I forget. Okay, queen b6 though. Yeah, I was just looking at this. I just had this a few days ago. Okay, so I'm trying to remember. Oh, I think if c5, then we can do stuff like this. I think that's one of the ideas. Okay, so knight e5. Do we want knight e5? Because if he does this, then I've got g4. In fact, I might even have g4 right away. Yeah, so possibly knight e5. Possibly c4 obviously looks enticing as well. But I'm trying to remember, there's something with g3. Oh yeah, it's if he goes king b8, then you can go c4, c5, bishop moves, and you go bishop c4, and then there's this, because normally the queen is on c7, there's a skewer. I looked at that last time. So that's if king b8. But he already moved the queen. So he might go king b8 next move, because now there's not this threat. Now c4, c5. Actually, another idea here is you go rook a4 and then bishop a5. Okay, but c4, c5. I'm just going to minimize chat. So c4, c5. I think we should take there. And then if bishop c5. Yeah, it's okay, that's not fantastic. So maybe I will come here. Let's go here. Oh, is this an issue? No, I don't have a rook on c1, but still. Oh, I might have knight c4. Actually, yeah, so I'm threatening knight c4 here, kind of. Obviously, I'm threatening this, so I could maybe just go knight c4. Do I want to give that up, though? That's a pretty nice knight. Again, I said if he was going here, I can maybe go g4. I think this is a computer idea, but that hangs this. So maybe I will come here first. I don't know if I want to trade that off. I really don't. Okay, but I don't want to get too low on the clock. So I will play knight c4. We'll learn something after the game. But so far, I think I'm playing pretty well. This allows knight e6, double pawns. Queen b5, similar issue, I think, for black. So yeah, he goes there. Now, do I want it? So this is what I was talking about. If he plays king b8, we have bishop c4. That's partly what the rook does. This is, yeah, I learned this when I was analyzing it last time. We almost have bishop a5, forces b6, right? Did we create a weakness there? Then we can go check and then move out. Is that worth a tempo? I'm going to do it. I'm going to say it is worth a tempo. There's queen a6 in some lines. In fact, yeah, this might work. So I'm also curious about this, though. Knight b6 takes check. Yeah, because we can get the rook. We can get the exchange and a pawn, right? Check. Wow, that's interesting. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know if it's quite enough. Bing, bang, boom. Suddenly, all these explosions in the Kiro Khan. Yeah, so like the first 17 moves of Kiro Khan Classical is boring, but then a lot of tactics can come about. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this is enough. Takes rook a8. So I think I'm just going to take here and then queen a6, which really doesn't do anything. He just goes here and then he has queen b7. But I don't know if he can do that, because if the queen is here, but so he has to move the king. Okay, so he's got to move the king and then he's fine. Okay, yeah, so I go here right away, c5, but there's still rook c4. So many tactics here. Okay, I'm going to go here right away. I don't want to force my queen to a6. I mean, maybe it was better, but oh, I've got to watch out for this too. But okay, I'm going to take. There's still this check. Because then, yeah. What about this check now? Queen b7, and then takes them. Oh, I can't do that, eh? Okay, so I guess I'll take now. Yeah, so he can take and then rook e8, which is what he's going to do. But then I've got queen f3. Okay, he doesn't do that. Yeah, so I could go back here again, because then I have rook c4. Can he? Is this annoying? I don't think so. So I'm going to go here. And I'm down on the clock. What do you know? But, oh, my Kiro Khan ain't bad. Going to open up chat. Okay, which is probably not a good idea. So I think I can still take. Maybe rook c4. I think I want to take, though, because this just wins material. As far as I can tell. He might have to take and then take the rook and play this imbalance. It's not simple for white. I'm not sure if rook c4 was better, but this is more to the point. Oh, he resigns. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that game. I think I played a lot of great ideas. Like I knew a lot of these ideas, but I employed them. I'm very happy with that game. Reading chat now. Yeah, thank you. No, I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy with that game. Yeah, so we had this game. We had this opening maybe 3 days ago. And I mean, of course, I've had it many times before. I don't normally play rook h4, but as you can see here, it does offer some shenanigans. You can put it on a4 sometimes, as I said, and then you can play like bishop a6. And actually, it's just versatile here. Often you put it on g4, and you harass this pawn. So it causes a lot of problems for black to always have to be aware of. Am I a titled player? No, I'm a scrub. Okay, so let's take a look at it without the engine and then with the engine. So we had this classical Caro-Kann and Queen C7, a bit unusual, but I've seen it before. It's not bad. And then, yeah, so I think you can play G3, Rook H4. I forget if C4 is a move. I think it is, but I don't like it as much. I think there's still C5. And I just don't like that as much. I think C4 is a move, and then I think King B1. You can kind of play a lot of different things here. And again, G3, I think, has a similar idea of the bishop goes to F4. Once this bishop moves, and it will move in a lot of cases because there's C4, C5, bishop moves, and you go bishop F4. At least, I mean, that's what I've concluded from the position. And yeah, again, I don't know if King B1 is necessary. So, but it's always safe though. It's almost always a safe move. So I just played it. But I don't know if it's optimal here because I don't know if we actually need to move the king. Like again, maybe I still just play C4 right away or knight E5 because there's still these ideas. Rook A4, right? Yeah, I'm not sure about Queen B6. I guess maybe he wanted to tuck the bishop back. I don't know. Yeah, and then it just happened so quick. Yeah, it's a really interesting. The Caro-Kann is interesting, right? Because like this is all like mainline theory. But it does. I find this gets tactical quick all of a sudden. It seems very dry and boring, and it kind of is. But right around here, move 16 or 17, 18. Okay, maybe even not quite yet. But around here, it can happen quickly over the next few moves, around 17 or 18. I just realized I'm in the other screen. But yeah, so right around here, 17 or 18, black can go wrong. It's suddenly not dry anymore. And yeah. Okay, let's look at that with the engine now. Did I lose? I lost the game, right? I lost the previous game? Yeah, because of the clock. That sucks, man. I always lose because of the clock. I'm just too damn slow. I'm too damn slow. It's frustrating. And I know I'm slow, and I never do anything about it. We might have a perfect game. No, not quite. One inaccuracy here. Not bad, though, against a 22-33. We'll take it. Yeah, so this is all fine and dandy. Can I check my cross-reference it? I can. Yeah, so let's do that. Through the magic of television. I had this running earlier, so I'm just going to update this position. Give me a second. Okay, so let's load this up. This is CPT. Nobody in the world uses it but me. Yeah, us old school, techs can type quick. He played queen c7, right? And then did he take? What did he do here? No. Oh yeah, he took right away. This I'll transpose it. Yeah. So if c5 right away, there's queen b5. I always forget about this move. Typing speed. I forget what mine is, like 180 or something. if I'm trying really hard. 100 or it might be more. It might be like 200 something, but that's if I'm like trying as fast as I can. I use backspace a lot though. I make a lot of mistakes and I just backspace it. So queen e5, a strong computer line. This can delve into different paths, and in one of them, white sacrifices a piece for a few moves. I just don't remember that. Okay, anyways, he didn't play c5. Did he castle here, or did he play bishop b6? He played bishop b6. If he had castled, it kind of transposes. I told you it's CPT, chess position trainer. It's defunct. I contacted the developer endless times. He's abandoned it, so it's not supported anymore. Eventually it'll disappear, I'm sure, and then you'll be screwed. So I was actually thinking about making my own software because this needs a lot of improvements, but I don't want to do that. So I'm not able to type faster than a person can talk. I don't know, maybe, but that's if I'm doing a speed typing test, right? Where you see the text in front of you. Okay, so anyways, what did I do here? No, in the game. Okay, so I played rook h4, right? Yeah, I played rook h4, but so rook h4. It's a 20 center pawn delta between that top move is a3, but who the hell is playing that? So king b1, but rook h4 was nice. I don't know. They probably still kind of transpose. I mean, I shouldn't worry too much about a 20 center pawn difference. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure a3 has reasons, but it's so much easier to understand the other moves. I kind of want to run this again. I'm so crazy about my openings. I kind of want to run this again with 17.1 to see if rook h4. Let's just take a glimpse for how high rook h4 is. Yeah, no, it still prefers a3 or king b1, and I'm sure there's tiny reasons behind them. Actually, rook h4, so it's not even in the top 6 right now, but it will change. No, I'm sure a3 is like... Could even be to play b4 at some point, but... Okay, I'm just looking here. Yeah, it really doesn't like rook h4. Should I run this again? How insane am I? I'm going to run it again. I'm so insane though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to run it with 6 lines. I need help. I'm going to run this again. Because at the early stages anyways. I guess you can't see because I'll hide my webcam. So you see in this corner, that's the different lines I'm running. And rook h4 isn't even in there yet, but it's only depth 22 right now. I'll go to 49. But it's clearly not... Okay, there. See, it just appeared now at 5. Hello, Ilkar. So, I mean, it's obviously playable. I mean, more than playable. It's fine. I'm just insane about my openings. Yeah, and it's climbing. It is climbing. Okay. Anyways, I still think a lot of these transpose. These moves from white transpose, so it really doesn't matter. It's saying, oh, maybe bishop e7 is the reason. And then if king b1, it's saying you can castle or rook d8. I don't know. I don't think it matters. I'm being crazy here. Yeah, so maybe king b1 first. What does Lichess play here? Nobody plays rook h4. 1% of Lichess plays rook h4. That's the one reason to play it. And then, yeah, the g3 or king b1, what people play. So maybe it's more to see, have black commit to something, and then you can play rook h4. I don't know. Yeah, because maybe one of the point is if we go king b1, if black castles kingside, then we can play g4. We don't want the rook on h4 anymore. So we're waiting to make sure that, if we wait for black to commit to something, so king b1, we kind of wait. Because again, if black castles here, because apparently if we play rook h4 right away, black can just, well, he can't castle now because I guess g4 is so strong, but I guess he can play bishop e7, and then after king b1, then he can castle. Why? What's the difference here? Because he's got this discovery. Knight h7, and can it tuck into here? Is that the point? No. So what the hell is that about? Because isn't that the same thing as this? Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting confused. Oh, I don't even know what's going on there. No, it still wants to play g4 here. Yeah. Yeah, I think that might be why. I mean, I'm looking over a 20 centipond difference. It's a sickness. Okay, I'm just trying to find out the difference. Like, why is king b1 marginally better than rook h4? Okay, anyways, this was fine. Maybe it's not engine perfect, but it was good. And yeah, then I played king b1. And yeah, knight e5 was best. He had to defend the pawn. Knight c4. Yeah, I played well, but I only made one inaccuracy in a few moves from now. And yeah, I knew about rook h4 a long time. Computer always recommends it in the classical Caro-Kann. At any point. Like, it's always an idea at pretty much at any stage. Yeah, so I went here. Every move is fine here. It's still liking a3. Or rook h3. Oh my god. Rook h3 is interesting. Oh, I like rook h3. But it's so weird because we already played rook h4. You know, but rook h3. So if black just makes, let's say, king b8. Boom. I don't know, what are we threatening here? Okay, so let's just say he makes a random move. Bishop a5. And then we can take. So if he doesn't make a random move, well, it's already losing for black. But knight d5 is the best move according to the engine. And then takes. And then c4, knight moves. And then bishop b4. This doesn't look so obvious to me. And then we have a fork here. Not so obvious. But I like this rook h3 is... I like rook h3. And the mind games, rook h4 and then rook h3. It's like you took a wrong turn somewhere. You asked for directions and then, yeah, you came back to rook h3. That would be great to play over the board. Can you imagine? Like, you played rook h4 and then you play rook h3. They're going to, for sure, they're thinking that you have no idea what you're doing. I like that. I really like that. There's other good moves here too, like G3 and Queen F3. But I like Rook H3. I think that's my favorite move here. I played Bishop A5. That was also good though. But I have to keep this on the radar. Rook H3 in the future. A3, I have no idea what that's about. So let's just say he makes a random move. I wonder if A3 is just... Our position is so good, this is just like a waiting move? I don't know. So let's just say, give us this. I don't know what's specific about A3. No, Rook H4, if you look, it's a very, very common move in the Caro-Kann. I don't know what this A3 is about. Bishop E7. It might be to play Bishop B4. A3. What did I do in that other line? I've got like there's Bishop F4. Sorry, what am I doing? Queen E5. I'm still trying to understand this A3. Like, if I do this right away, Bishop E7, and then what did I just play? Oh, we can't play. I think it's more like a waiting move. It's the only thing I can think of. A3, Bishop E7. Yeah, because we have Bishop F4 still. So let's just. I'm trying to think. So he just gives us this and Rook H3. Okay, now we can do it. So then Rook D3. I still don't understand this. King B8. I don't understand A3. I don't understand A3. I'm sure there's a reason. I think it's more of a waiting move though, because we don't really have other great waiting moves. Maybe like King A1, but the eval does shift a bit more. But like, what if we play G3? But then we can't go Rook H3. So yeah, I don't understand A3. A3, Rook H3, Knight, Rook A5, Bishop F4, Bishop E3, F6, G4. Yeah, don't understand it. But Rook H3 is interesting. Sorry for analyzing so deeply here. Well, that's what I said, Saeed, but I didn't see actually. I couldn't find any lines where it would be played. I don't like A3 though. I don't like it at all. Okay, so yeah, this was good. Now he has to play B6. Now this is where my inaccuracy was. It doesn't want me to take on E6. He blundered here. He needed to have taken with the queen. And then we're only equal here. Even though I prefer white, this is only equal. Only equal. So, it wanted me to retract the bishop and then play this position out. So because of that, I think I do prefer Rook H3. Black is not in terrible shape after any move. What would most people play here? I would think maybe King B8. But then Rook B3, we're winning. So let's say he plays the best move, Bishop E7, Rook D3. That's a hard-ass move to make. What is the point here? So let's just say King B8, G3. I don't know. Let's say he goes here. Oh, wait, yeah. Yeah, same idea. So let's say he goes King A8. Okay, we still go here anyways. We controlling some dark squares, Queen D7. Then we start to unload with this. And Queen D5 and then A3 again. Will we unlock the hidden secrets of A3 now? So this was like perfect. Well, not perfect play, but was really good play from black. I don't know. I don't know. Rook H3 is interesting, but I don't really like the Rook D3. Whoops. But that's assuming he plays the best move. There's actually Rook H4 here. Oh God, I would have to play that. Come on, guys. So you go Rook H4, Rook H3, and then Rook H4. And can we actually avoid a draw doing that? Let's see. What line was that? So Rook H3 here. Can I go back here? No, we can't. I mean, we can avoid a draw, but not by going back to H3, unfortunately. But yeah, we could play some mind games there, but then we'd have to play Rook D3, which I would never remember. I would never remember Rook D3 here. I don't love that position. Okay, sorry, I'm going way off track here. But, okay, so, I don't know. This is a very... I mean, this looks good, though. But, yeah, because I thought I thought I was going to go Queen A6 here. This looked really good. But after King B8, we don't have anything. So let me briefly explore Queen F3. What is this idea? Okay, we're threatening Bishop H6. Anything else? Knight D6 and then Bishop H6 again. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about this. Yeah, so maybe he goes Bishop E7. Then we have Bishop F4. Ooh, Queen F3 is actually... Oh, it's the same idea as G3. Okay, that's if King B8 though. So what if he doesn't, like, what if he goes B6, let's say? Oh, then I'm hitting this. Black doesn't have a lot of moves. So let's say, yeah, Rook G8. There's A3 again, which we have no idea what that is about. And, well, I guess it's a game. I don't know. So multiple ways for white to play here. Okay. Moving on. In the game, Bishop A5, he took with the rook, and then this is just a bit too weakening for him. And this Queen E2 was okay. It's saying B3. I'm never playing B3 there. Who the hell is playing B3? I guess it's to stop C4. I don't even know what it's about, other than giving us Luft. Yeah, and then he just blundered here. So he had to play Rook D8. But can't... Oh, I've got back rank issues? Okay, that's why B3. So now B3. And I guess he's still okay. Knight D5. I mean, we're better, but... Yeah. Okay, I'm going to play another game. Sorry, that was a very long look. Okay, Osama Salah is my opponent. We're white again. Be funny if we got another Carol Khan. Lowenthal. Okay, so yesterday or the day before in this Kalishnikov, they played here. Okay, so now we're technically in the Sveshnikov. Saeed, because I have a reason behind that. Okay. Okay, so we have the Sveshnikov, which I know pretty well. This is one of the openings I know very well. About as well as the Carol Khan. So yeah, he takes this way. Now I had this against Zachary Leo, and I was I winning? No, but I was over +1, like +1.5 against Zachary. I outplayed him in the opening. Okay. Now in some of these lines you can go Queen H5, but I forget when. I wrote a reason when you can do that. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's okay. Sometimes it's not okay. Or should I just play c3 here? c3, f5. f5. Okay, maybe I will play queen h5. And then if bishop e6, I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember. So bishop e6, c4 possibly. No, queen a5. Oh, queen a5. Do I have b4? b4, knight takes b4. No, I'm dropping everything. Okay, so bishop e6. Yeah. Maybe. Do I want a castle there? Or rook d1? Or let him take and then f5? Yeah, because this knight then has to move. Okay, I think I'm going to go c3 here. Pre-move the recapture. I can't remember this fully. Did what's his name leave? I think he left. Mimzovic has left the building. Yeah, so maybe he takes and then knight a5. Probably not. Yeah, I don't think he should really take, right? Because then he's got to go knight b8. Okay. So knight b8. Then I can work on my development. Maybe we go into the light squares further. Blockade the f6 pawn. Actually, I could almost then take. Check, he's got knight d7 though. Yeah, so I think I'll go bishop d3. And then he might go to b6. So knight b8, bishop d3, knight d7. Yeah, bishop f5, knight b6, rook d1. He can still harass this, but I think I'm okay. This is almost worth all of these passed pawns. I have 2 passed pawns, right? Check. Knight d7. It's king f8 too. Yeah, knight b8. Yeah, take, check. King f8. a4. These pawns are very strong. But I am sacking a piece there. There's no need to sack a piece. Also, I then have check, right? King g8. And then we have this rook lift. But then he can put queen f8. That still looks good, though. Okay, so... Okay, interesting. So takes... Can he go here? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. So I think he has to take my knight. Okay, so let's move the knight to somewhere. If we go here, queen a5 takes again. I can just push the pawn. So this looks good, right? Okay, we'll go knight c2. So if he goes here, I take, right? Or take. I'm actually up on the clock because I think he thought a very long time on the last move. But yeah, in those other lines, had he gone knight b8, there was sacking. And then if that's only if king f8 though. He probably just plays knight d7 in the other line. Okay, really? Can he do that? Takes, boom, boom, check, king d1, takes on a2. Wow, that is a bit of a problem. Bit of a problem. So takes. Yeah, because if I go somewhere else, he still has this check. I mean, potentially I could move the king. Bing, bang, boom, queen a5. Maybe I take on c3. And he won a pawn there. He wins a pawn. He still has queen a5. But at least now I can defend it. But then he's got here. Wow, what a move. Okay, I don't think this works for me. Queen e5 is too good. Check. King d1 takes. Yeah, it just doesn't look good. Yeah, bing, bang. No, sorry, bing, bang. Could I go here? No. My queen is so out of place. Yeah, so if I take... This really worries me. Maybe here. Okay, I'm going to take... Yeah, he starts here, though. Queen f3, and then he comes in here. Okay, I think I can survive. Wow, what a crazy sacrifice he found, though. And it was so unnecessary. Well, can I take? And then king d1? Was that a blunder? I think I can take. My knight covers my rook. So take, check, king d1. He can bring in other pieces, but I will take. Have to watch out for this. His bishop can come in. Like he's still extremely dangerous, as can his rook. But I am up a piece here. Yeah, so queen c3. king d1. Maybe rook, I don't know if rook b8, rook c8. But then I'm already looking to trade here. Yeah, so maybe rook b8 so he can go converge. But I think I'm untangling. I think I'm untangling here. His bishop isn't joining. I mean, yeah, maybe d5. But my queen is coming back to assist. Could potentially even do this. No, it doesn't quite work. I've just come back to f3. Chat is quiet. Okay, that looks good for him. Yeah, so queen f3, he pushes the pawns. Don't love that, but my queen needs to get in there. I can't castle. Rook c1. But at least he's not covering this, but then he's starting that. Should I go here anyways? Okay, let's go here anyways. Let's go here anyways. So d5, rook c1, rook c8. How do I get my pieces into play? This is one way. So I shall do it. Rook c8. We've got queen b3. I like rook b1 here. He can castle still. That does not look great for me. Yeah, so we'll go here. So he can still castle. Bishop e3 doesn't help. Bishop d3, I mean. So maybe g3. Rook lift. I could do rook lift. Doesn't do much for me. If anything. Okay, let's play it. I'm running out of time. G3 was interesting too, though. You know, very interesting. I honestly don't have anything here. It looks good, but there's no attack. This is actually very safe for black. Had it in a tournament game. Couldn't do anything. It's even with, I think I had a bishop too or something. Couldn't do anything against this. It's actually very safe. Of course, he does need to think about it. Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking g3, getting my bishop. That's where my king is so unsafe here. I mean, this looks really dangerous, obviously. Maybe I'll go f3 just so we can get this going. But even that, does that get anything going? Oh my god. Okay, I have to take the rook now. I didn't see that. Oh god, okay. Didn't see that. I guess I'm pushing because this is still a threat. So I'll do that. I'm in at 39 though. Osama Salah. So check. Check. Yeah, my bishop needs to get... I'm not going to have anything here. But let's get the pawn. Maybe I can take h7 or something at some point. You know, yeah, I've got this, right? That's not the worst. So why not play h6? Why not play h6? You should play h6. So we have this check. Then I have this check. Yeah, I can grab that. That does look good. Oh, I like this is a nice move. I gotta play this. Right? Because yeah, I think okay. I think this is mate. I think I found the mate with the g3. Oh, it's not quite, but we win the bishop. We win the queen, I mean. Ah, that was beautiful g3. Oh yeah. Very nice. Yeah. Woo. G3. That took some patience, the G3. Because I could have just given checks or went after the H7 pawn, but okay. Ooh. $21.40. Getting some rating back. Okay, so let's take a look at this one again. Yeah, I can never remember when Queen H5 is good against the double F pawns here. Can never remember. Played it, and then this is crazy. This B4 move. Wow, and it worked, I think, and I burned so much time. And I think I'm worse here. Well, actually, I'm not sure. I mean, I do have a piece, right? It's hard to say. I don't like his pawns. So many pawns. And then I didn't see this rook b8. Didn't see it. Yeah, oh wait, did I have a check? Oh my god. I had a way out. Although taking the rooks ended up being good. I mean, we get 2 rooks for a queen, but I didn't see rook g3. I should have at least seen rook g3. And yeah, and then it fell apart quick for him. It was crazy. So let's take a look at that with the engine. You know that other position in the Carol Khan? I'm looking at it now. It still likes a3. Like, clearly. Crazy. I'm just looking at that still. C4, C3. I don't understand what that a3 is about. It does like king a2. It likes king a2. 8 moves down in that Carol Khan line. Was it this one? It likes, where was it? Here. I think it was here or around here. It likes king a2. Don't ask me why. And what does it want after king a2? Rook gd3, rook d1, f4, g4, rook e3. I don't know. That's crazy. I don't know. That's a weird, crazy computer thing. Sorry. Okay, so getting back to the game I just played. Now, was queen h5 correct? It was fine here. And so was this. So had he... So this was a mistake. Yeah, because his knight is not good. So he had to play f5. And then bishop d3. And it's a weird game. It's a weird game. Weird position, I mean. So yeah, we're just winning here. It didn't like knight c2. It wants knight c4. I considered that briefly, but yeah, this seems better. So why is this better? I mean, this is still under attack, right? Oh, okay. Is it because we're covering a5, so there's no queen a5? Yeah, I think that's why. There's no queen a5. That might be why. So he has to move the knight. He also doesn't have knight a5. So he has to go knight b8, I think. And then we just win a pawn. Okay. And then this was all good. It didn't like... Oh, yeah, sorry. So I went through that quickly. So, yeah, I spent so much time on these on this. Yeah, this was the best move. B takes c3. Yeah, so had I taken the knight, yeah, I'm losing. So it was so tempting. But whoops. But this is too strong. So it was very tempting. I resisted the temptation. But queen f3, not the best. It wants queen e2. I did consider that. Or it wants h4 right away. Maybe because we have to move the queen again after like d5, e5. So it just wants to get out of there. So yeah, I don't know. Not a big deal. And then it didn't like rook b1, which I did like rook b1. But whoops. It wants bishop e2. I don't know what this is for. Yeah, I don't understand bishop e2 or rook c1. Excuse me. Yeah, and then, yeah, this was a mistake. So queen g3 is actually losing. Oh, yeah, there's... Okay, and if we go here, there's bishop f8, apparently. And his central pawns are strong. Yeah, my king is so weak there. So, yeah, this was the best move. And then it didn't... It says h5 is a mistake. It wants rook h3. I didn't want him hiding here. If he does hide there... Apparently we have knight e3. And if check. Wow. Yeah, the moves are not so simple. Whoops, wrong line. Yeah, so he prefers the rook lift right away. Yeah, that's so hard to do though, because I really thought he was, hiding here. Yeah. So either rook g8 or bishop e2. What is this again? I already forgot what this is about. Like what are we... Okay. Sorry, I'm getting really tired here. Yeah, h6 was best, and then... Oh, rook g8 was actually better. Why? I thought he was just slipping out. Then it wants to grab this. I'm surprised we can survive that long to do that. The problem with the move I played, which I thought was smart, was f5, and he can run here. But if he does, like, can't I just give a check and then go after this pawn? Queen b6. Yeah, I don't know. This is hard. All this stuff. I'm not going to learn anything from it. It's not simple. Sorry, guys. I just suddenly got really tired. I'm going to end it now. It's a 2-hour, 10-minute stream, and I had a very busy day today. I think I lost one game because of the clock, and I think I won the other ones. Yeah, so I played 4 games. 3 wins, 1 loss, and got the rating up a little bit. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow. Have a good night. See you next time.